I found my fiance's travel folder the night before our wedding and discovered he wasn't planning a honeymoon, he was planning my funeral. I was scrolling through my fiance's laptop the night before our wedding, looking for a playlist for the reception. I clicked a folder labeled Travel, expecting honeymoon photos, but instead, I found hundreds of images of my own sister. They were everywhere: vacations I thought they were on solo, dinners when they claimed to be working, and a photo of them at a courthouse in another state. The betrayal was agonizing, but it turned to pure terror when I clicked a subfolder titled Final Arrangement. Inside were photos of me sleeping, shots of me walking to my car, and notes detailing a plan to stage a fatal accident for me at a remote cabin during our honeymoon. They had been planning to end my life so they could finally be together and claim my inheritance, which I had just received from our parents. I didn't scream, and I didn't call the police. The darkness that took over me was absolute. I realized they had been plotting to kill me for weeks, so I decided they would be the ones to never make it back from that trip. I spent the night meticulously editing the security settings on the cabin rental, disabling the locks and security cameras, and planting undeniable evidence of their fraud and premeditated intent for the authorities to find the moment the accident occurred. The next morning, I walked down the aisle, staring into his eyes with a smile that felt like ice. He had no idea that the man standing at the altar was already a dead man walking. I held his hand tightly during the vows, savoring the sound of him promising to love me forever, knowing exactly where he would be in 48 hours. As we drove away toward our honeymoon, I looked at him and laughed. By the time we reached that cabin, he wouldn't just be met with a locked door, but with the cold final reality of the trap I had set for them both. I wasn't just a bride anymore. I was the architect of their silence, and I ensured that the monsters who plotted my death would become the victims of their own design.